Hello YouTube and welcome to another tutorial brought to you by XL-lence. This is part 2 of the Absolute Beginner series, and today we're going to be looking at how to enter data into the cells in Excel and also the different types of data that we can enter into Excel. This is the Absolute Beginner series, so if it is too basic for you, then I suggest jumping up to the beginner or intermediate series and have a look at those videos. Alright, so let's get started. So as we saw in part 1, this is Excel. This is the main input spreadsheet, and we have a bunch of different cells. So to enter information into these cells, it's as simple as typing on the keyboard. Now that I've typed what I want, I can simply press enter, and the information I entered is now in the cell. If I then want to go in and edit that cell, I can simply click on it. I then have two options. I can edit in the cell directly or go up to the formula bar and edit it up here. So if I now click in the formula bar, I get the flashing cursor. I can then edit it. And it's changed. The other option is to edit it in the cell directly. So in this case, I'm in cell C4. If I double click, I once again see the flashing cursor, and now I can change it. Directly. Another option to edit it from the cell directly rather than double clicking, you can press F2. That will be allowed to edit it, but it will take the cursor to the very end of the cell. And just like before, I can now type whatever I like. Now there are essentially three different types of data that you'd be inputting into Excel. The first is text. The next is some kind of numeric value, such as 45. And this includes currency amounts such as dollars, percents, and even dates. So if we were to enter a dollar symbol and then say 45.32, then this is treated as a number. Although there's a dollar symbol in there, Excel knows that it's a number and then treats it as such. We could do 65%. Once again, there's a percent symbol, but Excel knows that it's a number and treats it as a number. And lastly, date. So we could enter the date, 24th, 1st, 2018. And now Excel will see that it's a date and will allow you to use it as a date. Okay, now so the third data type that you'd be entering into Excel is a formula. So to enter a formula, we need to start with an equal sign. Well, technically we could start with a plus or a minus as well, and it would still work the same, but best practice is just to start with an equal sign. So equals the number you want to do something with, say 45 plus 16, and if we press enter now, we will get our result 61. So we get the result of our equation in the same cell that we entered the equation into. It's not like we enter in 45 plus 16 into this cell and the equation is on the next cell. It's on the same cell, and if we were to say double click on the cell, we wouldn't be able to edit the 61. We'd go back to editing the formula that makes up the 61. So in part 4 I'll go into formatting these values further, and in part 5 we will look at basic formulas in a bit more detail. But for now, to enter any information, you can just simply type, add in any numbers, including dollars or dates. It's as simple as that. In part 3 of the series, we will be looking at navigating and selecting data. And once again, just to reiterate, this is the Absolute Beginner series. If you're finding it too basic, feel free to jump ahead to the beginner or intermediate videos. If you have any questions or ideas for other videos, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.